families, it's Miss Kylie again. I wanted to give you a resource that we're sending home. Miss Tiffany has made these bags for everybody, and it's filled with lots of learning tools. I'm going to give you a little preview of a few ideas you can use at home to reinforce skills at home with your child, but feel free to be creative and use these in lots of different ways. These are just a few of our suggestions that we use in the classroom. The first thing is there's a clock in there. Now, we are not learning how to tell time yet, but there's nothing wrong with introducing and exposing a clock to your child. But even if you don't use it for time, we can use it to count. So just practice counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can also practice counting backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can cover one number and say, what number am I covering? Or cover another number. What number am I covering now? It's just to familiarize your child with numbers. If you feel like your child has mastered counting and choosing numbers and identifying numbers, then go ahead and start counting by fives. That's a skill that's important too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. There's little minute marks on here too, so you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just this one little thing can be used lots of different ways. You can identify that it's a circle and then the characteristics of a circle and find other shapes that are circles or are not circles. So the clock is in the bag. Another thing that's in the bag is lots of different shapes. Now, these can be used in many different ways. I'm going to give you a few suggestions. Let's see. First, you can just identify the shape, triangle, and then find other triangles. And what characteristics make a triangle a triangle? Those are called attributes, shape attributes. All that means is the characteristics that make it. A triangle has 3 sides. A square has 4 sides. A rectangle has 4 sides, 2 long and 2 short. So identifying shapes is very important because of a lot of our friends, they still don't know their shapes, which is fine. That's what we're learning. Another way to use the shapes is we talk a lot about same and different, and this is a very hard skill for kids. So give them a circle, and a square, and say which shape is different. Circle, circle, square. And you want them to take away the square because these match, they're the same, and this one was different. After you practice shapes, you could also sort by color. So you could say, here's a red shape, and a blue shape. Which one is a different color? So they can identify by color. Red, red, blue. I want to take away the one that's different because these two are both red. So it's confusing sometimes because they think, well, this is a different size or a different shape. But that's where they start to learn the vocabulary of you're asking which one is a different color. Or this is a really tricky one for here because this is a rectangle and this is a rectangle and this is not a rectangle. So you could ask the question, which one is a different shape? So depending on the question, you're just introducing all that important vocabulary and math terms with your children. So it's higher order thinking, it's kind of the next level of questioning, but all that exposure you give them at home is very, very valuable. You can also sort the shapes by size. So we have some small circles and we have some big circles. So size is another way that we can sort the shapes. We could do something like a square has 4 sides, a rectangle has 4 sides, but a circle does not have sides. It's round. So it's just to get all that oral language out there, get your child feeling, touching, tracing. You can take a pencil and paper and trace the shapes. All of that is just extra reinforcement at home because anytime that you work with your child at home, you're making school more meaningful to them. Another thing we have in the bag are dice. Okay, dice. Let's see, we roll the dice and count 1 dot. You can roll again, roll 1 dice at a time. There's 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4. So which one is more, 1 or 4? Talk about greater than, less than, more or less. You can roll 2 dice. This one has 4, this one has 3. Which one is more? And your child should choose this. Or which one has less? You can add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 dots. Let me think. You can say, okay, we're going to roll it 10 times and see what numbers we get. We got a 3, so on a piece of paper, help your child write a 3. Roll again. We got a 2. Help your child write the numeral 2. We got another 2. Help your child write the numeral 2. Let's roll again. A 1. Help your child write the numeral 1. So it gets that writing connection to help them represent a quantity with a written numeral. Let me think. Oh, you could roll, and I got a 6. So then they have to give you 6 crackers or 6 anythings. I'm going to use these shapes because they're right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this 6 matches 6. You can use food, candy, their favorite toy if they have little cars or blocks. Use whatever keeps them engaged, keeps them participating, and keeps them wanting to play, because play learning is very, very valuable, and it keeps children ready to learn more. Once again, this is all just lots of vocabulary. At 3 and 4-year-old, vocabulary exposure and repetition and repeat is really the way that they can be most successful. So this little paper will be included. It kind of goes over what I've just showed you, and all these great learning tools will be in the bag. And please enjoy again and again. Be creative. If you have some fun things that you could share, tell me about it too, because I'd love to use anything at home in the classroom, and we can just keep that connection. Thanks. See you next time.